Welcome to Alongside Lauren. I'm Lauren, and I'm so glad that we get to spend a little bit of time together on this Sunday afternoon while I get a few bits and pieces prepared to make my life for the coming week that little bit easier. This is my amazing husband and sous chef, Heath.
Hi there.
And we are just about to get some sausage rolls ready to go in the oven. We've got a potluck dinner tonight for our Bible study. So I've got the sausage rolls all rolled, as it were, and am just popping a bit of a milk glaze on them. Now you could use an egg wash glaze, but I am stingy, and the idea of using an egg just to glaze the top of sausage rolls, I just can't do. I just can't do it. So an egg wash it will be. Sorry, a milk wash. Like Cleopatra, bathed in milk. I don't think it's going to make these younger or prolong their life. It will hopefully make them a little bit more delicious though.
What is the purpose?
Well, it just sort of gives them a nice sheen.
Okay.
A nice bit of colour.
Does it make them crispier or anything like that? Or just, it's just the shine?
More about the shine or
Right.
the colour. I'm not sure about the additional crispy. So I've got smaller ones that are sort of ready for the Bible study potluck, and I got some bigger ones that we will have for dinner this week in honour of State of Origin on Wednesday night. One of the bikers is a little bit more excited about State of Origin than the other.
Yes, this one's
I'll
a
let
bit
you-
more excited.
I'll let you guess which one.
Looking forward to it and heading on up to see it with some family, which should be nice.
So normally I would put sesame seeds on top of our sausage rolls, but I don't have any. So I'm going to try really hard to do like a line of sunflower seeds.
Oh yeah. It's a very healthy alternative, I must say.
Well, it's just adding that little bit of texture, bit of crunch. And it kind of just makes them look a bit more interesting too.
Yeah, they do. They'll look good. How long are they going to cook for?
They'll go in the oven for 15 minutes. I'll have a look at them.
Mm-hmm.
So in the mix with the sausage rolls, I've done these on pork. I really love pork mince for sausage rolls. I actually really enjoy pork. I know it's not an overly popular meat in Australia. Although I think that's changing because pork is just, it's pretty cheap.
Well, yeah, it's more
comparatively.
affordable, and like, there's nothing wrong with a pork roast, bacon.
Yeah.
Okay, bacon's not cheap.
Pulled pork.
Pulled pork.
And yeah, like I love pork mince.
Yep.
I think it's really versatile. It just adds like a depth of flavour that I think is
Yep.
really lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
But I ate a lot of pork growing up, but I know like you didn't eat a lot of pork
I didn't know.
growing up. So I do wonder if there's sort of a bit of an element there that I'm just used to eating and used to cooking with it. So just the last few sausage rolls. So I've got the oven preheated to 200. So you want to have a nice hot oven, and this is one of those instances where it is really important to make sure that the oven is preheated before you put stuff in, because these are made with puff pastry. And what you want to do to get the really delicious crispy puff pastry bits is you want it to go into an oven that's hot enough so that the laminated layers of the pastry that are laminated with butter, that the butter melts really quickly and creates steam pockets. And it's those steam pockets that create those flaky, delicious layers of the pastry. And that is what is going to make it so good and so puffy rather than soggy. So... pop those in. Now, I did have some veggies roasting in there that I reckon I'm just going to pull out for a little bit. Sorry, guys.
They can wait for a little while.
Yeah, I'll put them back in once these are done.
Awesome.
And so... put on a timer for 15 minutes. And hopefully they taste as good as I imagine they will be. So in the mix, as I was saying, I've got pork mince, I've got breadcrumbs. I made up a big batch of breadcrumbs over the weekend to use up a bag of crackers that I'd been keeping in the freezer, which is a very normal thing for a person to do. And those crackers had been languishing in the freezer, and I just blitzed them down so that they have made breadcrumbs, and were able to use them for some spinach fritters that we had yesterday. I was able to use the breadcrumbs for the sausage rolls today, and it's really handy just having them there, and it's sort of one less thing that I'm needing to worry about. So in addition to pork mince, breadcrumbs, I also had a mixture of onion, garlic, celery, and apple that I cooked down. Did I say carrot? And carrot.
Yep.
That I cooked down along with some garlic to make sure that it was nice and soft, and also just to get as much of the moisture out of the veggies as I can, because what we want to avoid where possible is a soggy bottom with our sausage rolls. I think in general a soggy bottom is a good thing to avoid just in life.
That's a good rule for life.
Yeah,
Yep.
no one wants a soggy bottom.
No one wants a soggy bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So, leaving you with that particular inspirational thought, I think it's time for a wine.
Great. That sounds perfect.
So the other aspect that we have to go with our Bible study tonight, it was the birthday of one of our friends within the last couple of weeks. And so we have got a hopefully beautiful cake that we have created while Heath pours out some Chianti. So it is a chocolate and red wine cake, and I'm going to do like some sort of red wine caramelized pears to go with it. I might need to do a little bit of structural changes to the cake because it did cook a little bit wonky.
It cooked a little wonky, and it ended up probably a bit taller than anybody expected, would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. It is very unfair to Chianti as a grape, but every time I hear Chianti, I always just think of
Yep.
Silence of the Lambs, which I've never
It is
seen.
what it is. No, neither have I.
But I know enough of that bit. So with the pears,
Yep.
I've got some rather sad looking pears.
They're so tiny as
They're
well.
so tiny. Little and cute.
Yep.
That I'm going to chop down
Okay.
into sort of quarters. Oh, I just gotta... I don't know what the nicer way of putting it is, like when you kind of get that that hint of fragrance of something that you're cooking, but my brain always goes whiff. But I feel like there should be a nicer phrase for me to use that's not whiff, as I just sort of wander around aimlessly. What I'm trying to do is find a good sized container, I think that'll do, to go alongside our breakfasts for this week. I have slow roasted some tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
So they were pretty lackluster tomatoes that were getting given away, and I thought, you know what, I can rescue these. So a slow oven, so sort of sitting in at 140 for about 2.5 hours with some salt, olive oil and fresh oregano. We have got some beautiful, they're almost sort of caramelized.
Semi-dried.
Yeah. But hopefully not taken too far semi-dried so they're not too acidic, because I know that you don't love that. But they
Fantastic.
will
Considering
be delicious. Considering they were going to
they
get...
came from basically waste,
Yep.
which is something that you are particularly good at, hun. You are particularly good at taking things from C grade to B or A grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
So the and I've also, the other thing that I prepared. Oh, so this is me just like completely jumping track. But we had the nicest dinner last night, which I'm really excited about, because we're gonna be having that for dinners for the next couple of nights this week. So I'd come across a recipe by Yotam Ottolenghi, who I really like the types of sort of style of food that he makes, but he can sometimes use fairly expensive ingredients.
That flies, against your...
But there's a recipe for a sort of salmon puttanesca, which I just loved the idea of sort of that puttanesca style sauce, which you would normally have with pasta, which is sort of tomato with anchovy and capers and garlic, and in my version, olives. Well, my version, I mean for me, olives.
I stick without the olives. That's all right.
Not love olives. And because I'm me, I was concerned that there wouldn't be enough veg in there, so I also added in
A whole
extra
nother...
onion, carrot, celery, and
another roast.
yeah, basically, and green beans.
We had,
so we
we
sort
had
of
so many vegetables.
so many vegetables.
And green beans, you're right.
And green
Yeah,
beans.
yeah.
So cooked the sort of puttanesca sauce, and then ended up poaching the salmon in the sauce, and it.
Yeah, that's looking a little sad.
That's all right. I'll see
Might
what
be
I
some
can-
edges
see what I can.
that are worth recovering. With these rescue
Yes,
pears.
they were also rescue pears. But yeah, it was like so delicious.
It truly was very, very nice.
And I guess for me, one of the things I loved about it as well was like it was just really, really filling, really satisfying. And because I had bought some sort of, it's like salmon offcuts. And you know, like normally how I love like a sort of good salmon fillet, sort of crispy skinned, beautiful salmon
Yeah.
fillet that you have
Hot plate,
hot,
seared
hot,
and
seared, done all of that sort of stuff too, which you can't really do with these bits.
yeah. So you found the next best thing. And it was definitely the next best
we're
thing,
just
wasn't
kind
it?
of, I guess, working with what you've
Yeah.
got.
So
Really
it
like
looks like you've done a pretty good job of trimming those pears up to get rid of any of the bits that are a bit brown. So
Yes.
nice work.
And I definitely did not forget that pan was still hot.
That is looking really good. It's looking really, really good.
But that the sausage rolls are starting to smell so good. I do
Yeah, we can already
apologise
smell
for
them.
the
All the
crash
noise?
and clatter. Now I get to try and find a lid for this particular pot.
Let me help you with that. Are you still needing one?
I am.
Okay.
And I'll get out the
It's not going to be that one. I don't think. Oh, no, it is.
Ta-da!
We're in luck. Oh yeah, those sausage rolls are smelling like a good version of like when you turn up to a bakery. You know, like
Yeah.
not turning up to a servo.
Yeah.
They don't smell like a servo pie. They smell
they
like
smell
a
like
bakery pie.
A good pie, I hope.
Or
Now,
a
I
good
just have
sausage
to.
roll.
Yeah, if it smelled like a good pie, that would be a miracle. I just have to double check how much sugar I need and if it is brown sugar. It is. Can you get out the brown sugar for
I
me?
can. Yep. Sure.
And just because I was concerned that there wasn't quite enough pear, I've got an apple. The element of surprise.
Now we don't have a whole lot of brown sugar. Hopefully that's okay.
It's okay. I need 4 tablespoons. Do you reckon?
Yeah, we'll get that.
And then should I put brown sugar on the?
Definitely.
That's why I do it now. Very important.
That is a good tip. The second you know that you need it, get it on the list. Straight into the...
Yeah. Gild that lily.
Oh. Alright, that's good.
Yeah.
Tablespoons there if you need it.
Thank you. No, the cake definitely did end up being taller than what I had envisioned, but that's alright. It's just gonna look... Well, who knows? Cake decorating's not really my strong suit.
Nah, it's going to be great. Oh, so you've cut up an apple. So you've got a bit of pear, bit of
Yeah.
apple, bit of sugar.
And I'll just give them a kind of coat them. There we go. Like that's quite a large bit. And kind of just caramelize
It's
them
like
out.
a fruit donut.
Fruit donut. Yeah, I guess. Should I add some cinnamon?
Up to you. Is that going to work with the
Oh, there's already cinnamon in
flavor profile of the cake?
there. There's already cinnamon in the cake, would you believe?
There's cinnamon in the cake. There you go.
So, one of us needs to be brave and get out the...
I can do that. What am I trying to the
Which
cake
one?
stand?
I think probably the
We'll go the big one.
square one.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. This is always a bit risky, but I think we're good today. Is this the one that I had to glue? No.
No.
No. Another one I had to glue. Love a good cake stand.
All right. So I guess now we'll have a look to see how exactly just how wonky that cake is.
Yep.
Excellent. So
How's that looking?
just yeah, it's looking good because I want it to kind of caramelize, but unsurprisingly, I don't want it to burn.
Fair enough.
Excellent. All right. So my memory is that it was quite wonky.
Yes. Ah, but it sits quite flat.
Yeah.
Is there something
so
you can do to fill the...
I can just put some more, like, Well, we have two options. I can either like artfully put more of the fruit on that side, or I do have some Tim Tams that I could like kind of cut in half and sort
And
of
then scatter around the edge.
around there.
Or fan around is probably a better term, right?
What do you think?
I like your Tim Tam idea.
All right.
I think people will go for that.
This is definitely the Lauren Barker approach to
cooking.
cooking. I cannot express how good the sausage rolls smell. And do you reckon like cutting sort of like
I reckon just wing it. Just wing it. Oh, is that sausage roll time?
it might be?
Is there a chance that we can taste test any of these?
Well, it's going to be hard to taste test the cake.
I'm talking about the sausage rolls.
I reckon maybe just a little bit longer.
Okay. All right.
But I'm sure that a little taste test can be arranged.
What's the goal?
To make the hole less obvious.
Just to hide the gaps. All right. Well.
Okay, so I reckon. Yeah, now's probably not the time for a close up. I reckon if I do like that.
So you've cut them into wedges. Is
Yeah.
that the goal? Okay,
Well, that's
cool.
what I've done.
No, cool. Well, if you've cut them into wedges, should we cut them all into wedges and then just go for it?
Great.
All right. They don't like to travel as a whole, do they? Is this all of them?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Cool. All right. Because what I was thinking was we might be able to just run this around the whole way, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. They look pretty good if you ask me.
Oh, wow. I'll show you in just a sec. So you want the good news or the bad news?
What?
We have a lot of crumbs.
That's fine.
We could put them in the hole.
Well, I sort of figure we'll just put it on top of the...
Sounds good. All right, there we go.
Thank you.
Run around to somewhat conceal the edge.
Great.
Cool.
Now, I'm just going to. I've got the other. Oh yeah, they're starting to.
We've got the other sausage rolls to come out.
Yeah, I've put them on for just another 2
Yeah, sure.
minutes because they're just looking.
But
a
those
little
ones
bit-
look amazing. I'll see if I can show people. They are looking really good.
And they smell really good too.
Ooh, very nice. And we've got some spring onion or something in the background. Shallots.
Excellent. And now
What's next?
I'm just going to add some red wine to the
Okay.
pears.
Mm-hmm. So you've so far got pears, apple,
Yep.
sugar.
Yep.
You cooked in the sugar for a little bit, but just sugar, right? There wasn't
Yep.
any juice or anything like
No.
that. And now you've just added some red wine. Now that was it cooking down or something?
Yes. And
Yep.
so now I'll just sort of cook that to make a syrup.
Cool.
And I guess I'll wait a little bit longer because I was going to split the sausage roll in half with you. But I think I'll just wait a little bit so they don't burn our mouths.
Got it. Fair point. Okay, we can wait.
But
We can wait.
I'll see if
While I wait, I'll just
this other.
sneak a little bit of that. Mm.
That other batch.
They look beautiful as well. Absolutely delicious. I'm looking forward to them, I must say.
Good. I've just got
The last few
last
big
couple
ones.
big ones. Ooh, but I'll try really
Yeah,
not
nice.
hard not to spill on the ground.
It's time to sample one.
I think it is.
Good.
Cooked through.
They look cooked through, yes. Oh, they're very hot, aren't they? Cheers.
Cheers.
Very good.
That's really good.
Yeah. It's going to be a good week.
It's gonna be a great week. So we're going to keep on trying to make this look presentable with our different poached fruits, which are simmering away in red wine at the moment. We're going to finish off these delicious sausage rolls, and we can't wait to do it all again with you next week on Alongside Lauren.